Alright, Skull Nation, thanks for being with me. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, like, comment, and share this content. Skull, baby. Yes, another victory. It tastes good, it smells good, just 6-1. Who would have ever thought 6-1? Man, what a great start, man, to this new coaching staff, to this new regime. Just a great start. And listen. Everybody is all talking about the Eagles and they're flying high and all of this. We could have been the team to break that Eagles win. We could have broken those wings off the Eagles. Like, that game wasn't that like, we could have won that game. We could have made that game interesting. And we could have been the only undefeated team in the league instead of them. But I'll take number 2. I'll take number 2 for now. It's cool. Great win, man. Love the game. You know, we did a lot of good things, but every game has pros and cons. So, you know, I'm gonna definitely talk about the cons more than the pros in this game, even though we won the game. But there were some cons. It's like every week now, you know, it's just a head scratcher. We keep making these games interesting. Like, we keep making them interesting, and it doesn't have to be like, I'm not saying we're gonna play perfect. There's no way we're gonna be perfect, but we keep making it close. Like, they could have came back. They almost came back. If it wasn't for that, what was it? They had came back. It's like at the end of the game. It was definitely in the second half. I think it was at the end of the third quarter or something, or like started the fourth, around there somewhere. And they're deep in our territory, and it's a third down, but I think the crowd noise helped us or whatever. But it was a bad snap. But if it wasn't for that bad snap, who knows what happens? Because they were moving the ball, and every time the defense gave us the ball back later on in the game, like, it was a couple of 3-and-outs. It was like put your foot on their necks. Like, we have to get better at that. We have to get better at finishing games. You know, we have to get better at, you know, just giving them that kill shot at the end. We can't let teams keep clawing back and, you know, and just hope for the best. Now, I do have to say, when we needed to score, like, the Cardinals didn't have the lead for a long time. You know, after we let them back in the game, right when it scored, we scored. So it's like, I like that out of the team, but they keep letting teams come back. This was a 14-3 game, and then it let them come back, take the lead, but we answer right back. So it's like, it's weird, man. It's like, you know, but, you know, it's football. It's not gonna be perfect, you know. But we got the win. But I'm just saying, the game shouldn't have been close like how it was. You know, it shouldn't have been close like how it was. Kirk didn't throw. Did Kirk throw a pick? No, but he did have a fumble. You know, on that. Oh my God! Speaking of that fumble, like Ed Ingram needs help. Like, you can't isolate Ed Ingram against JJ Watt. Like, who thought of that? Who is our offensive line coach? You cannot do that. He is a rookie going up against a future Hall of Fame player. I guess they kind of corrected it later, but then I saw a few times where JJ Watt just obliterated Ed Ingram. Like, it was a few players like, what? It was like a college player against a high school player. No, it was a college player against a JV player. And, you know, rightfully so. He's a rookie. Gotta correct those, man. Gotta correct those. You know, we had the Kirk fumble, but other than that, you know, they played pretty clean on offense. There was a few, but I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it. You know, 100. It was not as much as a 3-and-out against the Dolphins as it was in this game. It's crazy that I'm even saying that 3-and-out shouldn't even be our thing. I'm not saying we're not gonna have any, but that Dolphins game. But it was some 3-and-outs and some crucial moments in this game, but not as much. They had a lot of good. I think this was our highest scoring game of the year. So, you know, good on them. I just hate how we let teams come back. We'll let teams come back. And then the kicker, like, do we have a kicker issue in Minnesota? Why is he missing extra points? What is going on? Why is an extra point? It's like the shortest field goal. Why is it not just down the middle? Oh yeah, I refuse to take my tag off. I should take this tag off. But the Cook jersey is new. I haven't worn it out yet. But it's pretty new. I got a few Vikings jerseys, but it's time to take the tag off this one because I'm wearing this out next game. Anyway, we have to get Ed Ingram some help. They have to do better at, you know, going out and finishing games that we're like that Chicago game. We started up, we're about a few touchdowns and we just let them come back. How we just let teams come back? You know, it's like this team, when we're up by a lot, then I start seeing the 3-and-outs. I start seeing the 3-and-outs, just 3-and-out. Like after the we had 2 interceptions. After the Harry pick, you know, that was deep in their side of the field. So we had good field position, so we scored. But on the Bynum interception at the end of the game, when we're up, that's what I'm talking about right there. Go ahead and put the kill shot in. Go ahead and put your foot on their neck. What do we do? 3-and-out. Give them the ball back. Like, but whatever, man. It was a great win. You know, 6-1. Got the Dalvin Cook. Yeah, man. It's a great day. And look, who do we have next? Washington. We could be 7-1. Like, what if we play? I keep saying this every video. What if we beat the Chiefs? I mean, not the Chiefs, the Bills. I've seen the Bills lose. They're not like God. It's like they can lose. They could lose. What if we beat the Bills? Like, what if we go like 8-1, 9-1? Oh my God. Because the Eagles are gonna lose sooner or later. They're gonna lose. They have a great team over there, but they're gonna lose. But this thing is wide open. This thing is wide open for the taking. Second best record in the league. Who would have ever thought your Minnesota Vikings? Like, oh my God, you can hear the excitement in my voice. Okay, let me calm down, breathe. Got a few points written down that I want to go through. You know, even though we won the game, but got to go over the few cons. So, another thing I want to talk about. That right before, and I mentioned this last video, that right before the half, we used to do that a lot last year. You know, we're not doing it this year. We did it in the Chicago game, and we did it again this game. It's like a couple more minutes left. Right before the half, we gave up a score, and right after the half, we gave up a score. So now, don't get me wrong, the first drive, the Cardinals, because they got the ball back in the second half. First drive, we stopped them, but then the very first offensive possession of the second half, it was a 3-and-out. So we basically just gave them the ball back, and they scored on that drive. So I'm looking at it like it was another one of those situations, right, where right before the halftime they scored, and right after halftime, started the third quarter, they scored. That's how they got their points. That's how they got the lead. Just check out the highlights. Look at the game again. Right before and right after halftime, we're letting these teams go, and those moments are so crucial because you can be down a few score and you make it interesting right before the halftime, and you get the ball back. That's why a lot of teams defer. They want the ball back, you know, start of the third quarter. It's all about momentum. and they had the momentum. So we can't let teams do that. We are too good. And you know what's crazy? This team is not even, they haven't even played, and the players keep saying it. They haven't played to their full potential yet. We still have the best to see out of them. And speaking of potential and the best, Za'Darius Smith. Oh, this dude. It's like what, 3 sacks and like a few pressure plays. He got 3 sacks. I think he had a pass break. Like he just had like every category was check. That's got to be like one of the best signings ever in Vikings history. Okay, one of the best free agent signings ever. Let me stop before I throw my flag down. In Vikings history. Like, holy moly, who did? Kwesi. Everybody know I love Kwesi. That was excellent on your part, Mr. Numbers. He's a numbers guy. Anyway, I kind of already went through a lot of these. Oh yeah, Adam Thielen. I'm worried about Adam Thielen. I don't know if it's the age or what it is, but it's like every game he's getting hurt. I don't know what to make of it. Now he did bounce back. You know, he came back and finished the game, but he was limping again. He's gonna be. I used to play ball. I know he's gonna be sore tomorrow, but I'm really worried about Adam Thielen. He is a fighter. He is a soldier. He comes right back. You know, but we had a few injuries today that I was concerned with. Za'Darius Smith was injured. Dalvin Tomlinson was injured. He is balling this year. I mean, like he is playing at a Pro Bowl level. So hopefully, you know, it's not nothing crazy. It's nothing severe. You know, he can bounce back because we need him. Like Za'Darius Smith, Dalvin Tomlinson, Adam Thielen, and them. Like, you know, those are some of our cornerstones. We need them to keep going. So hopefully all is well. And yeah, man, great response. Even though they let, you know, even though there was a lot of 3 and outs, but they were also pros. Like I said earlier, I think, you know, they play weird, and it's scary when they're down, or when they're like when they need to get the lead, they'll get the lead, but then they'll let teams back in it. Cause when Arizona took the lead, they must have had it for like 1 minute or 2 minutes. And right when they scored, the very next drive was the JJ and Adam Thielen show. It was a JJ and Adam Thielen show. We drove down the field and scored. You know, Dalvin Cook did his thing. First 100-yard game of the season. You know, JJ. Did anybody see he was looking pissed? But you know, it's JJ. He's gonna be. You know, we saw there was a few plays where he was open and Kirk didn't hit him. But you know, it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? You can just see that competitive nature of Justin Jefferson. You know what I mean? He wants the ball. He wants to help his team win, and they can be frustrating sometimes. That's, you know, receivers. They're divas. They want to be, you know, the one that get the team, you know, in the end zone. They want to be the one that's responsible for that to put that team in the winning column. And so we see that out of a lot of receivers. You know, they want the ball. They think they're open on every play. But, you know, he's pretty mature for his age, and he handles it well. But today, you could just see it. He was pissed. He was really mad. I remember this one big catch. He was just like, other teammates were congratulating him. He was just like not in it at all. There was no smiles at all. He was very serious. He was pretty frustrated, but I think he wasn't over 100. He had 98 yards. It was close to 100 yards, but you know, he's a superstar. He's gonna feel like that, you know, when he's not getting the ball. But other than that, man, Dalvin Cook did his thing. You know, Kirk spread the ball around. Everybody had some touches. KJ had a touchdown, even though he only had 2 receptions for like 18 yards. Dalvin Cook scored. Madison scored. Who else scored? Did JJ score? No. Adam Thielen. Damn it. I forgot who else scored. But I know I know Dalvin Cook scored, obviously. Madison scored. KJ Osborne scored. I'm leaving somebody else. The tight end? Johnny Munn scored? Whatever. But it was a pretty, you know, a win is a win. We'll take it. Pretty good win. We're feeling good, you know what I mean? Like, just talking to other fans of other teams. Nobody should talk to me. Like, I'm one of those people who I got families spread all over the US. But yeah, so, and they try to talk, like, don't nobody talk to me about football, about the NFL, about my Vikings. Don't do it. I got a cousin, he's an Eagles fan. Oh my God. Oh Lord. I can't wait till they lose. Oh my God. Anyway, enough of that. But that is it, man. Great win. I'm worried about Ed Ingram. Get him some help. You know, Adam Thielen. Hope everything's all right as far as injuries. Yeah, man. That is it. You know, we got to keep our foot on their necks. You know, hope everybody comes back good from the injuries that we had, because we need them. You know, give Ed Ingram some help. You know, we could have won by more, but we'll take that. A win is a win. But we gotta. I'm pretty sure O'Connell's gonna look at this film really good, because there are some things to clean up. We can't be making these games close, like really close. The Cardinals could have pulled it off, but they didn't. Defense stood up, you know. So even though there are some things to clean up, even though there are some cons, but we can be happy with the pros. You know, we're 6-1. That's hard to do in this league, but we're making it happen. So that's it, man. So go celebrate your Vikings. We have the second best record in the entire league. That is something to be proud about. That is something to feel good about. And, you know, nobody can create, like, you can't, what can you say about them? You know, this was a big test, you know, like I said in the pregame video, this is not one of those games where, you know, they don't have the quarterback or somebody's missing or, oh my God, the star receiver didn't play. That's why the Vikings won and all of this. No, they had everybody. And Arizona is a great team. Great team. You saw what they did last week. They put up a lot of points. DeAndre Hopkins, he did his thing, but it wasn't enough to beat us. And that's what matters. So until next time, you know, Skol, baby, all day, every day. Your team is the second best in the NFL, and we're making it happen. So Skol, baby. I think we got the Commanders next. The Commanders. I want the Bills. We want the Bills. We want the Bills. Skol, man. I'll see you guys next time.